Weirdos just want to get in on a conversation. Y'all have no business getting in the conversation. She do not know you. She not speak to you. It never do anything. She scammed multiple people. She scammed stylists. She uses our name. She's damn near trying to damage our reputation and what we've built being in this space for so long. You should have stopped it. You should stop it. Then why didn't you stop it?
Hey bitches, welcome back to my channel. I'm sitting here once again. What are you giggling about?
I don't know.
You just like started giggling out of nowhere.
I'm giggling at you.
I am sitting here once again with the love of my life, Dustin Dopamine. How are you doing today?
I'm okay.
You're doing good.
I'm all right. I mean, there's a lot going on right now.
There is a lot going on, but first I need to talk about Jeffree Star and Britney Spears once again, because you know it was my video yesterday, and a lot of people were concerned with Britney because one of her first posts back from being free from the conservatorship was a thank you to Jeffree Star for sending her makeup. Now, everyone down at her comment section was trying to warn her, like, no, he's not a good person, he's awful, he's problematic, and I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, like, I don't think that Britney Spears is concerned with YouTuber drama, let alone drama within the beauty community.
Okay, here's the thing. How was Britney Spears to know? Literally, she just got an iPad like, what, 3 weeks ago? I don't really think that Britney Spears even knew who Jeffree Star was. We do know that she toured his house, that she was maybe looking to buy his house. So I think that maybe Jeffree was like having a fangirl moment and was like, girl, here's all my makeup. I own a makeup line. And she probably found out who he was then, because what kind of makeup person owns a house like that? So she's probably like, he's a big person in the
maybe
makeup
Jeffree
industry.
sent her the makeup and he's like, hey, you know, come by my house.
Girl, yeah, no, the makeup was probably
supply.
Front and center right there in that room when you walk in. It's like, here, free for Britney.
You get like a gift bag whenever you just go to the house. It's just sitting right there. They're already made up in the office. That's probably what happened. But she took the post down from Instagram. A lot of people said that she was bullied into doing so. But I do know that Britney will put up a lot of posts and then she'll take them down like a few days later anyways, especially when she's shading her family. And there was some people that were talking and saying that she was shading her mother, talking about Rodin Fields, which is an MLM, in that post where she also thanked Jeffree.
That's who does, is that not who does Proactive, or they started Proactive? I think they
might have started Proactive. I don't know if they
I don't think they do it anymore, but I think that they started Proactive. A lot of people hate Rodin Fields.
There is nothing like a Diet Coke.
Yeah, no.
To be honest.
It's good.
There's some other drama. This is a developing story.
This is huge drama.
This airplane that is going over us right now.
It's consumed my entire morning.
Yes, this is huge drama. So last night, I don't even know what time this started like kicking off on Twitter, because I was just scrolling on Twitter and I noticed that they have these spaces now where you can see who's in the space, and there was like, at one time, I want to say like 14,000 people listening to this space.
All verified people.
It was called Surviving Sophia. And it was all verified people. Like Nikita was in there at one point. I was like, what is going on? So I started listening. There's a girl named Sophia Nur that is being accused of allegedly stealing and scamming and just getting over on a lot of people's favorite.
Up to $11 million.
Up to $11 million.
So the story started where she said that she was allegedly pregnant with Jack Harlow's baby. Now, I'm not hip to it. I didn't even know who Jack Harlow was at first, and then apparently I found out that he's like friends with Lil Nas X, I believe, and
he was in one of those songs with him.
or something. So she said that she was allegedly pregnant with his baby, and she scammed like countless people, like Rickey Thompson, Denzel Dion, who else? There was other people. Jeff Wittek was involved.
Jeff Wittek, she said that she was like his roommate. She was working for him. And she was like allegedly borrowing money on his behalf from people. Like I found this person on Twitter. Their name is, I'll put their thing up on the screen right here, Fine Line and Wine, and they did like a rundown of everything going on in these spaces, and some of the things that they said that she was being accused of, and this is all alleged, is that she was hooking up with Jack Harlow and he was paying for her flights and hotels, invites to events and such. She fell pregnant with his child in September and had an A-word. She was the relative of Drake's manager and friend, and that she worked at OVO, was an employee of Jeff Wittek's, Jack Harlow's PR representative, and the $11 million, and they say it's unconfirmed, but apparently she owes like $4,000 to $5,000 of that to Denzel, money for clothing to Rickey, stole a large amount of cash from Alec, and the numbers are between like 10 to 14,000, but it's unconfirmed. But my question with this is, and I'm gonna play like the space for everyone after this, but my question is, how was she getting over on so many people saying that she like worked for Jeff Wittek and nobody was like trying to confirm? Like she's saying, I need to borrow money on behalf of this person, like I need money for this. You wouldn't be like, hey, does this person work for you?
Yeah, like
why did it take so many people getting scammed to be like,
Sophia. So I was leaving Live at the Fontainebleau, and I ran into Jeff and we were sitting down talking, whatever, and Sophia comes up And so she introduces herself, whatever. I kind of like, you know, figured that she was introducing herself because like Jeff knew her. And then she's like, oh, I do PR for Jeff. But mind you, my back's to Jeff. Like it was very like, it was a short conversation. And she's like, oh, I do some PR for Jeff. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like whatever. And then I leave. It's like 4 a.m. at this point. I'm like, I'm out of here. And then she starts blowing up my phone, like, let's grab drinks, let's go to dinner. And so that's how my relationship with Sophia came about. And long story short, she ends up coming to Miami for Rolling Loud weekend. And she asked if she could stay at my place. I'm like, yeah, you know, whatever. Obviously dumb of me to offer my place to a stranger, but I was just being nice. And she stays with me. We go to Rolling Loud on Saturday. There's no passes under her name. She's up at the ticket booth. There's no passes. There's nothing. And we're like, what the hell? She's like trying to, you know, schmooze this guy into giving her tickets. I'm there with my sister. And this whole time she's telling me like, oh, like, you know, Jeff this, Jeff that, like Jeff has me like, you know, editing some stuff for him. Jeff has me doing this, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay. So like they, you know, she must be, you know, working PR for him or whatever the case is. I have no idea. And, she gets us into Rolling Loud. No idea how she gets us
She does it every time.
All access passes. We have backstage passes. I just find out today from my friend that like works with the guy that's big up in Rolling Loud that there was a box of all access passes at Rolling Loud that were all stolen.
Oh,
that were being sold.
God.
I just found all of this out today. Like all 20 minutes. Like this is all just coming.
This is fucking ridiculous.
Like this is all news to me. Okay. I'm just finding this out. So when Sophia supposedly had this rape allegation in Vegas, she's like, Jeff is in Vegas right now. Can you please message him? I'm on the phone with her. She's like, can you please message him? Like, I really need help. So I'm like, okay, fine. So I like hit up Jeff. I'm like, hey, like, you know, Sophia's in some shit. And mind you, this whole time I think that they're close friends. Like she works for him. She's always with him, always around him, living in his building, a unit that he supposedly owns.
Mm-hmm.
And so I messaged Jeff and I'm like, hey, like Sophia's in some shit. Like she needs some help. Like, please. And so he's like, yeah, like what's going on? I'm like, I don't know. Just, you know, figure it out. Thinking that they're close friends. I don't know anything.
Yeah, Maggie, I thought she was your friend.
I know, and I thought she was so me and Jeff are like back and forth, like we thought like we were each like I don't know what's going on. So then
when you hit me up, it was like 8 a.m. So I just woke up. But
yeah,
I was like, okay,
and it was early in the morning Vegas time. It was early in the morning like LA time. And Jeff ends up just like helping her out, you know, getting this girl out of Vegas. She just got raped. Like it was a crazy story. And like a story that you just wouldn't not believe. Obviously, you don't want to, you know, question anything. Gets her out of Vegas. And so then I don't know. This is just all crazy.
Yeah, so then I just felt like, okay, you know, I'm just going to help her out. It's Maggie's friend. She's in trouble. I got on the phone with her. I heard her performance of what she said happened.
Right.
She was hysterical crying. I wasn't going to ask, wait, is this real? You know, like I was like, look,
right.
You need to get out of there. Get to safety. Get to a police department. Tell the cops. Make a police report. If you were assaulted and raped and roofied and they robbed you, they took your wallet so you have no money to get out of there, you should be talking to the cops because these people should be in jail. You know, they should be doing life in jail if you do some shit like that. But there was no talk of that. I was just like, get home, get out of there. And I had to go to work. I was shooting. So I just sent her my card so she could book her own flight and get something that worked to get her out of there. Stupid move. But I mean, from the what she said, the story she told me, I thought the last thing she was doing was trying to scam a flight home. But I did have some questions. I was like, how did you get there and stuff like that, that she didn't really have a straight answer for. It was like, oh, I got dropped off. My friend was driving from Salt Lake City. And that's another state. And I'm in another state. You know, I'm not in Vegas. I know Maggie said that she told her Jeff was in Vegas, and which is not true. But I think she just was like, oh, Jeff's on the West Coast. It's all the same shit. That's still like 600 miles away.
For months. Like this has been going on for months now. Like for 4 months, she's been telling me she's been working PR for Jeff. Like she knows Jeff very well. Like she knows Oscar and all these people that work for Jeff, like name dropping. And I'm like, oh, okay, so they must be really close. Like I'm, editing, I'm on his merch website. Like all of this stuff just seems so incredibly real. It was all insane to me that how this could all just be so fabricated and false and a lie.
Yeah, so, I don't have a publicist. I never have had one. She's never edited for me. I have 2 editors. She's obviously never edited. I mean, I've never seen her outside of that one situation.
Right, and that was the night that Jeff met Sophia was the night I met Sophia, the same exact night, and when she told me that she did PR for him. So this is why it's all insane to me, because
that's the night that we saw her for the second time, and it was like, okay, this bitch is everywhere. But if that's the case, so Maggie, okay, so when you came to LA, we were supposed to go to Vegas, and you could have gotten.
So basically,
what happened?
She's like, oh my gosh, Jack invited me to a show in Utah. Like, you should come with me. Like, his management's going to pay for everything. Like, it'll be a fun trip. I'm like, I've never been to Utah. Like, that'll be fun. Like, let's go. So I'm like, whatever. So I get this flight from Jack Harlow's management out of the Miami airport where I live. And the airport, my ticket's not paid for. Like my wasn't going through, so I had to pay for my ticket.
Wait, sorry to interrupt you. It's Neza. We met on FaceTime.
Yes.
But she fabricated an email.
It was a flight. So I got the record locator. It was with American. I got everything, but when I checked into my flight on my phone, it wasn't working. And I'm like, why is this not, like, this isn't normal. Like, it's pending. I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't have my. So I get to the airport trying to figure out, and they're like, oh, the call has been declined. And I'm like, okay, whatever, like not really thinking anything of it. I just paid for the flight and got to LA. And I get to LA, and Sophia's like, yeah, like you can stay with me, blah, blah, blah. I mean, mind you, I have some friends out there that I could stay with, but I was like, yeah, like I'm going to Vegas with Sophia, like, and I get to LA and I go and visit my friend, and we're all hanging out, and then we go out that night, and 3 in the morning rolls around, and I'm like, all right, Sophia, like we gotta go. Like I need to go home. Like I'm tired. We have a flight tomorrow, and there's nowhere for us to go. Okay. And she brings us to this apartment building that she supposedly lived in. She lived in a unit. What she told me was that Jeff owned multiple units in his building, and she lived in one of the units.
I think she just picks these things up from my YouTube videos, because I have Jonah in my old place downstairs. I don't own multiple places. I've never
right. So she's been living in this unit basically rent free, because she does PR work for Jeff, and he's like, oh, like, because you're working for me, I'll let you live in this unit.
I think it's obvious I've never had a publicist. If you see the stuff I do online,
I mean,
publicists would never let me do this stuff.
I live in Miami. I don't live, like, I live my own little life here. Like, I'm not involved in any of this. And we get there, and I'm like, 4 in the morning rolls around. We're still sitting in this fucking lobby, and I'm like, what the fuck are we doing here? So I'm like, Sophia, I'm getting a hotel room. We need to leave. And I get this hotel room, and I'm like, you're putting your card down. You brought me here. And she puts her card down at the hotel. Her card declines. So I put my card down. I get this hotel room for the night. And I'm like, you're reimbursing me, blah, blah, blah. Denzel ends up picking us up from this cafe in the morning and brings us back to his place. And she's like, the whole time we're at Denzel, she's like, Jeff's gonna pick us up. He's gonna pick us up. He's on his way. He's like 45. He's 45 minutes away. Blah blah blah. I'm like, what the hell is going on? She's like, he didn't want you around. Like he's there, with girl. Blah blah. This whole story that she had in the back of her head, all meticulously planned out, mapped out in her brain to like make it all so real. It's the most insane thing ever. I can't even wrap my head around it. And so then we end up, and this is when we go to Vegas for the Jack Harlow show. So this is all the same frame. But like this whole time for months now, she's been working PR for Jeff, and she lives in his building. She lives in his unit. Like this is the story that she was telling everyone.
Damn, Maggie, I wish you just had asked me any of that.
That's the thing. We never asked anybody anything for confirmation. Like because after that, we remember we were supposed to go to Vegas for Jack, and then we got to the airports. Our flight was not fucking booked. Our name was not in the system, and then I paid. She was like, okay. I was like, you know what, I'll pay, because she know like she's around people that could just, if her card declines, we would just pay with no hesitation. So that's when I paid. She's like, you know what, Jack said he's in the studio. He's gonna send you the money. Mm-hmm. It's whatever. So then I paid for the flights. We get there to the hotel. I'm like, girl, there's no hotel booked. It's fine. Jack says he's gonna send you the money. Then I booked the hotel. We just kept booking everything. I'm like, all right, as long as I get reimbursed, I'm totally fine. Like I don't care. But it's the fact that we literally went to the fucking airport with no flight booked, knew we had no flights booked, and we was just there stuck on stupid. And then the whole Utah thing wasn't even true. I guess she's just a crazy fan. She knew who was performing, because obviously he posted the flyer.
She has been following this man's tour dates, everything. How can we get Edmund back in? To get back in. She's been stalking this man, showing up at his shows, and I think the only way we got back at his table was because of Rickey and Denzel, and somehow finessed her way back in there. Probably saying that she was their assistant or something to get herself.
Our manager too. Someone said that someone DM'd said, "Oh yeah, she said that she manages you," or something like that.
Right. Like saying that she works with you guys. She's your assistant. Something crazy to get you back at these tables to get closer to him, which is.
That makes so much sense. That makes so
much insane. Sense. And looking back, obviously back on it now, it's all.
Remember when I went off for her and I literally told her, like, when she said, like, oh my God, I'm bawling my eyes out, like, Jack said that I'm embarrassing and like I can't be brought around, whatever. And I literally said, where is this man? This man is literally ghost. She's been talking about him, nowhere to be seen, not at all. We haven't seen him said anything. The only time that we was all in the same setting was when we were at the table with it, and she was like, yeah, he's mad at me, It's honestly, it just makes sense. He's probably like, how did this bitch get back here? You know what I mean? Like, not her again.
Going back to the Fountain Blue in Miami, like, she knows Susie. So what is the relation to Sophia and Susie? Because she was staying in Susie's hotel room. She was staying in Susie's hotel room. I know this for a fact.
She probably did the same shit she did with you. She probably just met there. And
someone just said she claimed that Future is flying her to Toronto tonight.
That's not true. Get Future in here.
That's not true. There's no way.
She's still making up lies, even to this to right now.
Who is in communication with Sophia? Because
we could all be in communication with her. If I was to text her right now, she'd respond.
Yeah, she just answered
I talked to her last night after I heard that she was asking to borrow money in my name, like saying that I'll cover it and pay people back. And these are my friends. They hit me up and they're like, "You know this girl?" And I'm like, "No, I don't. This is complete bullshit." And then I got on the phone with her and I was like, "Okay, you're crossing the line. Now you're using my name for this stuff." And normally I would disagree with like talking publicly about this stuff, but if she's doing this to so many people, then fuck it. People need a heads up.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, she always played it off like because she worked with Jeff. It was like Jeff's lying, Jeff's this, like it's always like Jeff's lying, he's crazy, like just allegations about Jeff because she worked with him, and she was always slipping away. She'd be like, "Oh, Jeff's calling," and she would go to another room. It was just the weirdest stuff ever that, like, looking back in retrospect, like, obviously she was lying, but like, how no one caught on until now, which is insane.
I mean,
and then
I caught on, but I tried to tell people.
Oh my God. Wait. Yeah. Y'all need to hear this. She basically said that Rickey is the reason that Jack Harlow is suing her.
Jack Harlow.
Oh my God. Can this girl just leave me the fuck alone? Oh my God. Oh my God. It's always me. I don't even talk to the bitch. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Damn, Ricky, I need to have your attitude.
Oh my God. At this
And
point, I'm
and
sorry.
so
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, y'all. Like, I'm not even feeling bad for her anymore because at this point, it's really
Ricky be
me.
feeling bad for her. Fuck that bitch.
I'm done feeling
Fuck
Bro,
bad
that
for her.
trust
bitch.
I'm
me.
done.
There's no reason to feel bad for
no,
that girl
so
at all. There's absolutely no
back
reason
to
to
what
feel bad for
Edmund
her.
said. No, back to what Edmund
No, yeah.
said earlier about the rape allegation. I was the one that called Sophia that morning. And I call her and she's completely disoriented. I'm like, where are you? And she's like, I don't know. Kept saying, I don't know. And she goes in the bathroom, locks the door, turns the sink on. And she was like, I came to this house party with Jack Harlow and Ricky last night. I was with both of them. And I woke up this morning and they both left me here. And I was basically raped, and told me this awful story. Like, you couldn't not, it was just a terrible story. And this is when I texted Jeff because I, whatever, thought they were close. So that's how this all leads up into everything that has become.
Yes, and Maggie, when you were in when she was on FaceTime with you in my kitchen yesterday or 2 days ago, she was literally telling us the same story. Like, how could you not believe it? Like, it was so crazy fabricated.
Can someone let Edmund back in?
Wait,
Yeah,
who?
she needs to get back in here.
Edmund? She was just in here.
But you're the only host, so only you could add people.
I don't know. I don't see her in requests.
My girl. I'm sorry, when you mess
Also,
around,
yesterday.
but when you mess around and start bringing people's names up during rape, it's just not fucking right. I'm so sorry.
Right.
Like, girl,
It's
I'm
not
not
right.
even
And that's
around
why
you.
we called her yesterday. We called her
Like,
yesterday.
I called her yesterday.
No,
What the fuck are you talking about?
So this is
when she realized.
This is when
Sorry,
Edmund.
yesterday when she,
So this is when
go ahead.
Edmund DMs me, and she's like, "Hey, have you talked to Sophia?" And I was like, "No, I haven't. What's going on?" And she's like, "Please call me." And this is when me and Edmund were talking and kind of getting our story straight, figuring out what was going on, what was true, what was fake. Like, obviously everything is a lie. Okay, at this point, we're like, what the hell?
Nothing. Just
Yesterday when she realized that I had figured out her shit, basically, like, she just kept telling me like crazy story after crazy story within like 10 minutes. I kid you not, like, she told me, Ricky, she told me this, by this point I knew she was crazy, but Ricky, she told me the same story, that Jack is suing me because Ricky told him all this stuff about Ricky, like, turned him against me.
I have
And
never
then
spoken to
she came out
Jeff
with, like,
Harlow a day in my life.
no,
I have never spoken to this
I
man.
know.
What is this girl?
Ricky, I
Oh my
know.
God. This
No, I know. And then I kid you not, I'm packing up my stuff in the bathroom. I'm clearly upset that she's around me and she can tell. So then I don't give her any attention to that story. And then she fabricates this whole big story that someone just called me threatening my life, that I stole their passports and credit cards, which was true. It was Montana that called and said, "Oh, I know that you stole all my stuff. I have footage of you, all this stuff." So I left. I told my assistant, I was like, pack up her stuff. I was like, get her out of my house. Like, she's not okay. Like, this, yeah, it's not.
That's when Montana said it all clicked. Because she was like, that's crazy because my shit is missing. But she didn't think it was Sophia. Because when this was like in Halloween, the night of our party, that's why I had Montana. She came to the after party and Sophia was there. And I literally told Montana, stay away from this bitch. This bitch is a fucking con artist. Like, she's crazy. And then Montana put 2 to 2 together. I was like, holy shit. She was around my kids. I gave her money. This is that, yada, yada, yada. And then, like, that's when I was like, oh, okay, so this is like a serial thing. I feel like in LA, like, all of us, we know each other, but we don't really talk like that. Like, we're all in different type of friend groups. And LA is just like, you stay with who you stay with. So obviously no one's going to be like, oh, do you know about Sophia? Like, it doesn't give that. It just gives, like, she just knows separate people that really don't speak to each other. Because how would we know? You know what I mean? Like, we don't fucking know shit. The whole thing with Jeff, only thing I could say we could base on that is that night we all met. That's the time we saw her. It literally stems from that night. You know what I mean? So that's how we just, I guess, just put everything together. But that's just basically it. It just all stems from that night in Miami at the Fontainebleau, and then everything just trickled, and she just kept making shit went on.
My assistant just texted me and she was like, hey, by the way, I forgot to tell you this, because obviously everything started going down yesterday. But when my assistant was driving her to, like, drop her off, she said that she started bawling her eyes out in the car and called the police on speakerphone with my assistant in the car, and called the police saying that Montana was this crazy person, gave Montana's name to the police, and said that Montana was this crazy person trying to frame her for fraud.
Well, there are police reports that have been filed, and there is video footage of Sophia breaking and entering into this woman's home.
In this woman's home.
Sleeping and stealing her credit card and passports and checkbooks and confidential information. So I don't, and there is a phone call between Edmund and Sophia where Sophia admits to all of her lies.
Wow.
Oh, did anybody record it? Did anybody record it? Did anybody record the conversation?
The thing is,
there is a recorded conversation.
Once she gets caught, she gets caught. She's not gonna try to deviate from the situation. Like, oh, you lied. Yeah, I lied. Like it was nothing.
No, but like this has been going on for a year. But how has she not been caught yet?
I guess because, like Denzel said, like
I think it's because
we're all in separate
I think it's because like we're all in separate groups. We don't really speak. Yeah,
all over the country, all over the world, like.
And her lies are so mapped out in her brain. Like they're so meticulous. They're so like I have texts on my computer of her being like, "Oh, I'm, editing footage for Jeff right now. I'm busy." Like I'm like all Jack Harlow texts. I have Jack Harlow texts. Like I've seen it all.
I have my editor here with me.
Her sexting herself to Jack.
What?
I have my editor here with me. He wants to say something, guys. This is my actual editor. Yeah, wish you could edit these videos. He said he wishes that she would edit the videos because yeah, and whatever. I don't know.
It's just crazy. Like it's just all crazy. Like, and even back to Jeff, like knowing the people that work for you. Like she knows all the guys that work for you.
Yeah, but that's the thing. We're all public people, Like we all put our whole lives out there. So she's good at what she does. She could take little pieces from our lives that we share and use that information to tell you that we're close friends. And it's pretty it's simple stuff. She's good at what she did here, but she's just preying on good people, and eventually it was gonna blow up, and the whole fucking house of cards falls down. Yeah. So that's where we're at now. And I talked to her last night. And I told her that, just don't ever use my name again. I recorded our conversation just because she was calling a lot of lies. So I just wanted to have that for my own personal thing. But yeah, it's like she's just a liar.
I have a recorded conversation.
Insane. Like I literally have never done anything to this bitch at all. I've been the nicest person to her. I saw what she was going through. She was at my place crying her eyes out, saying her mother didn't want to do anything with her. She was alone in LA. And I'm like, if you're alone in LA, like that's awful. So I was nice to her, whatever. But then I find out this bitch is really over here spreading lies about me, saying that I got her raped, saying that I'm over here talking to Jack Harlow about the situation. It's actually fucking insane. I literally don't understand this bitch. Is actually so crazy to me. So how could you mess around and look at somebody in the face and tell such a crazy ass lie and sleep good at night and still continue to do it? Like what the fuck is this?
I feel like she was gonna keep going until something like this happened. Cause like after what she did to me, never in a million fucking years did I think that this shit would get to this scale. Like when I heard about this shit this morning, I was like, she was working with who and what and got where? Like, I was just so dumbfounded that she even got this far.
Mental illness. Like, it not even being funny. Like, it's mental illness for real.
Bro, this is past mental illness, bro. I don't even know what personality disorder. I don't know. It's really something wrong with this girl.
That bitch is psychotic. She's psychotic.
She's
Susie wants to get in. Susie wants to talk. She's also in this.
Oh yes, right. Bring Miss in now.
So Susie doesn't know her really, but
because Susie to me was Sophia's very good friend.
Best friend.
Susie to me were very good friends.
Yeah, no, she told me best friend.
Best friend.
That's insane.
I thought Susie was friends with the two, but I talked to Susie yesterday and she said no. Like when she looked on the cameras at the restaurant, because Sophia went over there to her restaurant to hang out and wait for Susie, and Susie was like, "No, I don't know that girl. I'm not going there."
And you know what Sophia told me why she was at the restaurant? She was like, "Jeff sent me here because he's busy filming. He's gonna pick me up from the restaurant in a little bit." That was her story.
Gave me the same story. Same story.
I was filming, but I want to pick her up. I don't know her. I'm not. I tried to help her and get her a flight home because she said she was raped, and I was like, okay, you need to get home, police department, and do.
Actually insane. I'm so sorry. Like that, like everything we've been like is going on in the world or whatever. But the fact that you would mess up and lie about, well, I don't know if it's true or not. I don't want to say it's lie or whatever. But just something like big like that is just actually so wrong. It's actually
And she
so
literally
wrong.
saw that we were in Vegas and decided
Like
to
what? I'm literally in Vegas. Me and Denzel are a day in Vegas with our friends. Didn't go to no house party. Didn't go anywhere. We literally stayed from the club to the festival. We did not meet up with her. We had no contact with her. So I don't understand why is this bitch over here saying like, oh, Ricky got mad at Jack, so he left me at this party and then this happened. Girl, wait. Oof. Oh my God. Oh, oof.
The fact that she brought you into it for no reason is like...
For no reason. I'm like, bitch, let me fucking breathe. The fuck? I'm over here just trying
and
to...
you were nice to her. Like,
I
from
was the only
like,
bitch in LA that was nice to her. I would say I was the
Ricky
only bitch.
Ricky
I
was
was
really
dead ass.
compassionate
I
with
was
her.
picking this girl up. Me and her were going to get our nails done. We were going out to dinner, getting food, whatever. Because I was like, okay, she's a sweet girl. She doesn't know anybody in LA. I'm being nice. This is what I do. I'm a nice ass bitch. But now I'm like, girl, what the fuck? She probably didn't even like me, girl. She's wanting my money. Damn. Oh my God.
Yeah, that is like.
Quick to throw you under the bus. That's insane.
Like, that's actually off. It makes me feel so bad. It makes me feel sick in my stomach that I allowed this girl in my home. I allowed her to smoke weed. It's just like weird.
And then
I
she
don't
asked
like
for a fucking key to Ricky's place. She literally
What?
asked for a fucking key.
Yeah, I'm like, girl.
No way.
Like, what? Like, this is like actually insane. I'm like, excuse me? Like, what is the problem? Like, literally, if you guys were around and you saw how this girl would literally break out into tears, I honestly feel like anybody would believe her. This girl
Yes,
was walking
Girl.
around
that's
hyperventilating. She's over here crying. You feel so bad for her. So it's just
yes,
like, this is
bro.
actually
She should be an
insane.
actress.
Honestly.
Girl, it's all bullshit. All the sob
Like, it's
stories is
all
all
bullshit. It's like,
bullshit.
oh my God. I just don't understand. Like, literally, like, this girl has told so many lies that how could you tell a lie like that good? I'm so sorry. That whole Netflix thing, like, really scared me. This girl
I don't know.
had
I
timelines
think we're
and
all kind of dumb
timestamps.
too for letting her do this. I mean, I sent her my fucking credit card right off the bat. Yeah, I'm seeing two.
Yeah.
What?
Oh.
Yeah, now Jeff, I'm sorry.
Now, Jeff, why did you do that?
I
My
don't know
friend
about
called,
that.
said my friend needs help. She was raped, and I got on the phone. She was manic, crying, like saying she was being abused. The guys were after her. So of course I just wanted to help.
Oh,
her.
bro,
It's a
I'm sorry. That bitch is
$200
going
right?
straight to fucking hell. How the fuck do you lie about something like that? Manipulate
That's what
people
I'm
and
saying.
get
Like,
them to give you your credit card information and you come, bro, that bitch is gonna burn
I
in
feel like
hell. I
any
swear to
decent
God.
human would want to her like that, especially when I mean, anybody. I've got on the phone with her because of a friend. Now
No,
I'm in that
like, I
position
get
where I
it.
have this girl that needs help. What am I gonna do? You know, it's
Yeah, like knowing you're in the position to help someone.
No,
I
I
understand.
kind of knew from the beginning, like after that day when it was the end of the day, and now she's like asking me to come to my house and meet up with me, and I was like, this is weird now. You know, why don't you go home and call a locksmith? Yeah, you can put that on my card too. Get in your apartment. You know, and that was not what she was trying to do. She wanted to meet up with me, and I was like, this is fucking weird. And that's why I was like, yo, I'm working. I don't know what to tell you, but like, get your shit done, go home, get in your house, shower. You know, like you just were in Vegas, something happened to you. Like, go home. You know,
This is
I'm a
really
stranger.
crazy because it's like.
My head to her, I was a stranger. I didn't know that she was making up all these stories saying that I was.
But see, she knew the exact type of lies to tell to get people to do what she wanted. Like crying you hysterical, saying she got raped and I need money. Like,
And stuff
what
people
kind
couldn't verify.
right? Like, only stuff you can't verify immediately. Who's gonna say no? You didn't get raped.
Yeah.
And 20. Who's gonna say that, bro? Like, she knew exactly what to say to get people to do what she wanted. That's crazy, bro.
It's
Susie's
like,
trying to
get so sick.
Can we let Susie come in?
Who?
The kebab.
Yes.
The mastermind behind all this.
Oh my God. Yeah, she claimed Susie was her ride or die.
She said her and Susie
her number
were
2.
best friends.
Like best
And
friends.
which we did believe because we did see them in Miami on multiple occasions. And then she was like, yeah, Susie's mad at me because she feels like I'm abandoning her because I'm not being friends with her and yada 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 etc.
Yeah.
But I had called that she was a fucking scammer when we was in fucking Vegas. That's what had did it for me. And then also the shit that she had pulled in New York, it just everything kept piling up. And then it was the New York trip that I said she's got to go, because she had like 7 people hit me up personally and be like, she's scamming, using this, using that. She owes me money. She owes this person money. Then she had used Ricky's name to get a stylist and scam money, saying that Ricky said he was going to pay for it. When she told us the stylist is the stuff that she was booking, because she said she got a whole, she had a makeup artist, she had this hair lady, and then she had a stylist. She said, yeah, Netflix got it for me. So like all that service was all scammed. It was all scammed. It was all, she was literally at the VMAs on the red carpet. Don't know how the fuck she got the all access pass. So she was literally at the fucking VMAs on the red carpet, dolled up and everything, and she's not paid for a single dime. She didn't pay for the car to get there. She didn't pay for her hair to get done. She didn't pay for the dress that she put on. She didn't pay for anything.
Denzel, she didn't go with you and Ricky to the VMAs.
We went to the VMAs and
we
got there.
She said, oh, I'm going with Netflix. Netflix is the biggest star. Netflix. Yeah.
And we
Girl, I
get
still
there,
fucking know.
And they don't let her in. They don't let her in. I said, well, bitch, I'm going, because we said, bitch, we both going in. We get there, we got our passes. She's like, oh, well, I'm just stuck out here. And then I'm bitch, then I guess you are gonna be. And then 10-15 minutes ago, 10 minutes later, the bitch is sitting right next to us. Right next to us with her pass.
With her pass.
Oh. Her pass was all access, giving backstage around. It was giving like a production badge. It was everywhere. It was like she was everywhere. She got it so quick. So I said, oh damn, she's in.
Denzel, Ricky, and when we were in New York, did she stay at your guys' hotel? Like, where was she staying?
Because she stayed at the same hotel that Ricky was
staying. She was
staying
at the Standard. She showed me her room. She booked a room at the Standard.
That was a lie.
How?
That was not real.
I don't know, girl, but she was staying there. Like, she would stay with me at all.
Is she?
Yeah, but then Inman said that she was staying. Inman said that she was staying with her sleeping on the floor.
You're in here right now. I'm gonna post my credit card on Twitter so everybody has it.
Yes.
No, because I would definitely be using that.
DM it to me first.
Right.
Oh my god, like, girl, what's going on? Like, oof, I'm sorry. That's insane.
Yeah, but her and this just makes sense to why when she went back to Toronto, her mom was not her mom confiscated everything, so she can't leave Toronto. So they wanted her to stay. She lied. It was because of that reason. It was just because like they know that she shouldn't be back here. You know what I mean? They just said that she's not at college anymore, just doing crazy stuff, and like her mom wanted her to stay there. Hence why her mom like paused all her communication, and everything. She called us on the phone. Remember Maggie and Ricky? She called us on the phone. Like she called us from like her little sister's or her cousin's iPad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was like
and we were all honestly like scared for her.
We were. I was like, oh my god, this is crazy. She's like, my mom. I'm like, your mom cannot seize everything from you. A grown ass woman. She's like, yeah, but she saw the texts of us and like it all stems from the rapper Mr. Jack saying she saw the messages between us and I'm Muslim and yada yada yada, and she can't get out. She said that she's deporting me, or either that or I go live with my father in Dubai. So that's what it was.
Someone just DM'd me and he's like, she finessed my dad's trucking company by trying to sue one of my dad's drivers.
Bro, this bitch just pulled out all the stops.
She was about every check, first of all.
What the fuck,
about
bro?
Every check. Huh?
She's everywhere. Hold on.
She's literally everywhere. I don't know how.
Just my editor and my dog sitter. That's a lot of jobs.
She just said that she just said she just worked for you. That she
literally, Jeff. I'm sorry. It's actually insane. Like literally, you were the only one she ever talked about. You were the only one. It was Jeff. It was Jeff makes me so sad. Jeff messed around. He belittles me. Jeff doesn't understand my real talent. Jeff is awful. And I was like, I met Jeff one time, and when she kept saying this, I felt so bad. I was like, oh my god, Jeff is so mean. But now we see you didn't even know the bitch.
Right? I was like, what the fuck is Jeff's problem? I'm like, what is the
problem? Damn, I sound like a bad man.
Literally, she made you seem like you were this evil. Like it just came off awful.
Y'all, check what I just posted in
the worst ever.
Guys, we gotta let Susie in.
Check the screenshot.
Where is she at?
Who's
she is
Susie?
Furious. Susie is another Maggie's alleged friends.
Yeah,
she's a friend of mine.
What's her Twitter?
Susie Antonian. She should be verified. She's goddamn queen.
I don't see her.
If she's not verified, I'm gonna call up fucking Jack from Twitter myself and get it done.
She's not verified.
Damn, she's not verified.
Tell her to DM me. I can send her
honestly,
link.
Susie
DM
needs to get in here because Sophia claimed that her and Susie were best friends. That was her best friend.
Tell her to DM me so I can send a link.
Okay.
Maggie, she sold me the story that you and Susie hated each other. She sold me the story that like Susie hated you, and that's because you were close to like all this crazy stuff.
I don't have any. I met Susie one time. There is no relation. I don't really know her that well. I literally live across the country. I live in Miami. I don't deal with any of this.
Also,
there is no
really
hatred.
quick,
There is no hatred.
If anyone has heard the name Samira, Ricky and Denzel, we met her while we were in
I
New
know
York,
Samira,
but she just messaged me and she was like, "Hey, just let everyone know in the space that I'm not her cousin. I've asked her multiple times that we are not." Same way that she lied about Edmund being her best friend.
The thing about Sophia is she made people seem like she was so tight with them. Like they were close friends, cousins, family, whatever it was. And she made you believe it. It was real.
Yeah. Susie just DM'd you. Guys, I'm going to be honest. Me, Maggie, and Susie are in a love triangle. I said it. That's it. I'm fucking around.
No.
I know you're chat. I'm going to stop joking.
It's not. But I just don't understand. Like she curates all of these stories in her brain and just somehow it all makes sense for some reason. It's insane. It's insanity. It's crazy behavior. It's mental illness. I don't know what else it is.
It's because it's so out of the ordinary, you
wouldn't even question this stuff. Like this is not things that you would even question or ask about. So, is Susie coming on?
I haven't received anything, but like my phone is lagging.
Damn, Susie.
So.
Damn, wow, this is so crazy.
This is crazy. God knew something was off. She's like, "Why are you staring at me like that?" Because bitch.
And that's what everyone has said is like something's off about this. Like something's off.
Popping up everywhere, and that's what's like, Sophia, just don't come around anymore. Okay, I'm like, girl, leave us alone. Leave us the fucking alone. And that's why, like, Ricky was nice, and like Ricky was like, I'm with Sophia. I'm like, Ricky, I told you leave that bitch fucking alone, because she kept sending the sob story, because she tried to tell me the sob story, and I just gave her all. Like
you did. You see, me being nice, I would never be nice.
I was like and then I'm like, Ricky, don't let that bitch near me at the fuck all, because I see her is over. He's like, okay. And then when she used his name, I'm like, what is wrong with this bitch?
Now Jack is trending on Twitter now because of all this.
I'm crying right now.
Oh, no.
I'm fucking crying.
Jesus.
Although I feel bad for him because
I feel bad for him. I feel bad for him because like he didn't ask for any of this.
And the reason why we believe all those girls were related to them is because they were just really all. That's what it was. They were all just Somalian. Bitch, we just started. Oh yeah, that's my cousin. I'm like, damn, but you have cousins. You remember I said that's damn. You have a lot of cousins in a lot of places.
Everybody was her damn cousin.
Everybody's my cousin.
I thought the same thing in New York when she kept introducing like 6 fucking girls as her cousin. I was like, holy shit! Like you just flew out your whole family to be here for fashion.
Right.
I was confused.
Oh my god.
Like, oh my god. I mean, I just feel so bad for people who got scammed thousands of dollars. I only got scammed for like just emotional shit. That's all I got. But
well, I think what's incredibly scary about the situation is I think Alec came on here. So I have a story for Alec. Sophia at one point, and I texted Edmund about this.
Mm-hmm.
She said that you were her ex-boyfriend.
Insane.
And that you had her Apple Watch that you stole from her. This Apple Watch.
Oh my god, the Apple Watch story.
That you stole from Sophia that she has been trying so hard to get back. And this is the whole story that she's told me. So I when I heard the name Alec, I was like, that sounds familiar. Like, was that her ex-boyfriend? Like, where is this Apple? Well, like, did she mention anything about an Apple Watch? And Edmund told me basically the whole story about how Sophia, kind of put you in that position, which is incredibly awful. And I'm sorry that happened to you.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah. I'm just glad we're having this because I feel like, you know, I was one of the first ones and I couldn't really talk to anyone in the beginning. So, I mean, it sucks that there's this community and it happened to a lot of people, but I'm glad, you know, that I could talk to you guys.
Yeah, because me and Alec was really the only people like, this girl is insane, but like nobody like.
Bro, it was me and Camille. Like, it was me and Camille.
Right, this girl
And she
is
was
crazy.
fucking our lives up. Like, fucking our lives up.
I've been telling this shit to my editors, and they're sick of hearing about it. Like, dude, why the fuck did you give somebody your credit card? It's your fault. Stop talking about it. You know?
I do feel bad for you though, because it's like the story that she told. Who would like? I get it because it's like who wouldn't
want to
that?
help her,
right? Like who wouldn't do that?
Yeah, it was
Yeah, a good. I'm a gambling addict. I needed it. I had money riding on the UFC fights.
But the fact that like your only connection to her was like just randomly trying to do something nice for someone that you thought something really bad happened to, and then she turns around and like makes you out to be this evil person to all these people is just like
that's
and mind you,
pattern.
This happened months ago. This was back in, I want to say June or July that she started. I mean, she told Edmund back in, I think she said October, that Sophia was working for Jeff. She told me back in June or July that she had been working for Jeff. So this whole time, she had this
October
whole plan
2020,
mapped out in her head that she was working for Jeff. Okay. There was no relation to Jeff.
Also, I have a story. I completely forgot. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. So the first 2 days of Fashion Week, whatever, she's doing whatever, sleeping in the lobby of the Standard. I get there to Fashion Week, and the first night, she hotel, and was under Lena's name. So basically, she flies in Canada and promises girl, the fashion shows, whatever, says that she will get her into all these shows, things like that. The first night, she was like, let me book the hotel under your name. She steals money from Lena. She steals money from whoever. And we go ahead and we book her the first night, right? Fast forward, I don't know what happened along those lines. Day 3, the hotel comes knocking on my door and they go, are you Edmund Hussein? Mind you, I forgot. I booked this for this girl that I thought was a normal girl. Booked her this hotel because she had no ID, and they were like, you need to get off the property. Like, you've been for 3 days. Basically, she sent over fake authorization forms, right? Basically saying that her manager was going to cover the rest of the days or whatever. Like, she's a influencer. I don't know. So they were like, you've been sending over fake forms. You need to get the fuck off of the property. She paid for 1 night. She stayed for 3 nights. Fake forms. That's what I also then. She's been doing this for a while. It was crazy.
That's why Rickey and Denzel, I asked you where she was staying that week that we were in New York for Fashion Week, because she called me one of the mornings like freaking out that she didn't know where she was and that she woke up in some strange man's apartment and she didn't have shoes on and she needed to get hold of Denzel and she couldn't get a hold of Denzel. And Denzel, this was the day of your pop-up. She was like, I need to get a hold of Denzel. I'm supposed to be working his pop-up. Like I helped him set up his whole pop-up in New York. And yeah, that's why I asked you like where she was staying, because it almost seemed like she didn't have a place to sleep.
She literally said she was at the
while we were in
Standard, and she didn't really help me set up anything for the pop-up. She was supposed to get stuff, but that night she did say she was drunk and she had lost her phone, because she literally DM'd me off her Instagram and said that she got drunk and she lost her phone. And I think she was at Homeboy's house, the one in Brooklyn, I guess, that she met that night or whatever, and she woke up there. But it just gets probably just booked. She only probably had money, because she has money from like scamming people. I feel like she had money probably for a night, and that's it. And that's what she just, kept proning to. Like, I think you said that she slept in your room, and then after she tried to sleep in Ricky's room after.
Miss Susie.
Okay, first and fucking foremost, hello everybody. Were we all fucking scammed from this stupid ass whore?
You got me in this.
We were all scammed.
First of all, Susie, I thought that was your Susie. I thought that was your bestie. Y'all were like homegirls.
Oh,
what's the tea on that?
That bitch. Fuck that bitch. There's no. Are you kidding me? I swear to God, if I see her, it's on site. Like I swear.
Let's go. Okay, so what happened? Because when
So I stopped talking.
How did you and Sophia meet?
We met because she came to my restaurant and she said to me, one of my friends was sitting in my restaurant and she was crying and my friend asked her, well, why are you crying? And she's like, I just got broken up with. My boyfriend told me he was gonna meet me here and didn't. And
this is Alex.
Exactly.
This is Alex.
Exactly.
Oh, this is me?
Yeah. That's exactly what she said to him.
Dude, I don't even know. I met her like literally once at my house and once in Nashville.
Everything that I think Maggie was saying it too. She said that apparently you had stolen her watch or some shit.
I didn't know her.
Okay, let me clarify this. So she stole literally so much money from me. She did all this horrible stuff. She left her Apple Watch in my house and I left LA and went back to Nashville. I haven't been back since. And dude, if she thinks I'm gonna pay fucking shipping to ship her watch out, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not gonna give her anything she stole from me. Dude, literally, the watch, like, literally, it's been off forever. Like, never touching it. It's just sitting there, and I'm not paying shipping, and I don't want to see her. So I don't know. I'll leave it in like a park or something.
Wait.
Maybe one day I'll leave it at a park and tell her to pick it up. I'm not giving it back. I'm not gonna send and pay money to give her anything. Like, she literally tried to destroy my life. Like, I'm not gonna do that.
Wait, yeah, Susie, too. I think when Sophia paid me my money back, she paid it back from your Venmo. Was that even her money or was that your money?
No, she literally took my account and she literally fucking paid. And
what? No way.
No.
I
don't know.
All that money she had from scamming people.
She's stolen like maybe like $1,000 from me now too. Literally, this bitch is like she would literally bro. She has lied about so much, talking about how Jack Harlow is like obsessed with her, fucking talking about talking about you guys don't get it. Whenever I'm fucking
bitch, we all get it, girl. We all get it.
I've been the dumbest I felt my whole life.
I'll fuck that bitch up if I fucking ever see her. She's leaving LA.
Okay, so in Miami, what happened in Miami? Because we saw you together in Miami.
Dude, I've honestly come to the conclusion that this bitch is schizophrenic. I'm not even kidding. Like, she's 100%.
Girl, you're not answering the question. What happened in Miami?
When?
We met when we saw Sophia.
We met in Miami. So we met in Miami, and I think I met you there. And she was talking about how I'm like her bestie. She's like all this. I'm like, yo, I just met you. What are you talking about right now? You know? And then I met Maggie literally that same day. And then she said that Maggie is her best friend and stuff. And then they went out to like Katsuya or some shit. And she was constantly spreading lies, talking about how each person is her best friend. Like, I think what it was is, I think that she was trying to like show people that she's best friends with she said like she's best friends with Rickey, best friends with Denzel. I think what was going on is I think she was trying
it really stems from her being around us. I will say we definitely gave that bitch the ammo because we were definitely seen with her, and it just made everything fall into.
How did you guys
fall into pieces? We met at her Saddle Ranch, and she came up to us she came up to us and asked us for a picture, boom. And then she just started talking. Then I was like, okay, girl, let's cut the chit chat. Bitch, we're here to talk. We're here as friends. We're not sitting here trying to converse. So I was like, girl, where are you going? Like, don't you have somewhere to be? She's like, oh, I'm on a blind date right now. And that's okay. So to go be with your blind date. And she's like, okay. She leaves, and then she comes back. Oh my God, my blind date told me that he just left me because I just disappeared. And that's the last we heard her. And then the next time we see her is at the Fontainebleau going to live. I said, oh my fucking gosh, Rickey, not her. And then that's why I guess we all met that night.
We did. I remember being that, and I was running away from her too. Do you not remember? I was literally running away the other way.
That's insane. So yeah, Susie doesn't want to be friends with me anymore because she said I am bad. Yada yada yada. But I mean, I guess everything at this point is a lie. But yeah, I just wanted to know because I actually thought that you guys were actually like cool.
No, oh my Lord, she is a pathological liar. I don't know. What's just like not wrapping like through my head is like how we all got finessed. Like I'm just not I'm not getting that almost. You know what I mean?
I'm
Like,
getting it. She sold the stop story to people, and people sent her money. Like, I personally didn't send her money. I'm just saying she owes me money just for the Vegas trip, because all of that, I guess Maggie too, because Maggie paid for a whole way to go to Vegas, and I paid for all three of us to be in Vegas that weekend and stayed. And she said that my money was being reimbursed. So that's how I quote unquote got scammed. But I mean, I guess we have fun in Vegas. It was a good time, whatever. I knew for a fact after we left that trip, I literally told Maggie and Ricky, I was like, I'm not getting my money back or whatever.
what?
Like, I know for a fact I'm not getting my money back. But
But
she just kept
why?
saying she was going to spend it.
But I'm confused. Why did you guys go on a trip with her?
She,
Like,
oh my God, what was so again? This is the last time, girl. She literally, okay, so she contacted us and said that Jack wants to. She literally said that
oh
Jack.
my God, did she tell you the lie that she's gonna be on a Netflix movie?
Yes, it's a show.
Yes,
Girl.
she told us all. Yes.
She's like,
Girl, at least her stories are the same. She
yo,
keeps the
yo,
same
yo,
plot.
yo, yo. She said, I was like, dude, I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I've been trying to do acting for so long. I'm like, hello? And then she's like, yeah, like they really just loved my look, and I have a really good history with Netflix, so I'm gonna be in their movie. And then she lied about how right after Vegas, she's going to Paris.
With Denzel and Ricky. She said
We
she was
were
going to
going
go
to
to
Paris,
Paris
and
with
she
Denzel
decided
and
to
Ricky.
invite herself on the trip, and I told her that she is not allowed on the trip. I said, you can't come to Paris. And I said, well, I don't own Paris, so if you want to book a flight and go to Paris, you can do that. I'm not going to ban you from Paris, bitch. I don't fucking own Paris. Just know we won't be seen together. And she's like, okay. And then she booked a stylist, booked my friend, had him pull $1,000 worth of clothes, knowing damn well. I told my friend, don't even waste your time because she's not going to pay you. She sat there, got a whole fitting. We even have pictures from the fitting saying, okay, well, I'm going to wear this to this show. All these shows that she's not invited to. No one knows why she's going to Paris, and she has no money to go to Paris. I knew she wasn't going to Paris. I didn't sweat it because I knew she didn't have the money to book it. Because at this point, she's just scamming everybody, and I've just been watching in silence. It's just like, she gonna scam, she's gonna scam and do what she got to do. But it just, that's just what it was. And she just kept being around. And then we saw her. The last time we saw Sophia was literally like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago at a LA party, like like the after hours party, and that's how we saw her. And I don't know how she got invited to this after party. I don't know, but she got invited to our friend's house, and that's where she met her next people to cling on to.
I saw her. I went to I don't know if any of you guys were there. Sam and Colby had a party with like Keen and JC and everyone.
Oh my God, Susie.
She literally ran outside like time. I'm like, dude, get the fuck away from me. Like, she's like running around like a lunatic. I'm like, dude, first of all, like, get away from me. I literally yelled at her in front of everybody. Like,
yeah, Susie, the way that she got to that party was because she told me, obviously she's told me this whole time that you were her best friend. She was like, oh, Susie's going to that party.
What?
Susie's going to that party. She invited me. But
what?
Susie's not answering. Can you send me the address? Because that was my friend group's party that threw it. And so I was like, so she was like, can you send me the flyer to the party? Susie's not answering, but she told me to meet her there.
Oh my God, oh my God. Oh my God!
I'm happy you came in here, Susie.
She's
been numb to it now.
She's been name dropping Jeff and Susie this whole entire time, acting as if they're
Jack,
all
Susie, Jeff, and then I guess us.
Jeff and Susie, they're all best friends. They're all tight. Or Sophia does PR for Jeff. She's close with Susie. Like, this has all been her story.
Oh my God! I'm literally fucking shaking. I'm like from fucking anger right now. I'm so pissed off.
It's fine. Sophia's not even a girl. Sophia's not even a girl you step to. It's just a girl that she just needs to get help. Like, at this point, it's not even giving like, oh, rundown. You know how Sophia is. It just gives that right now she just needs to get back to her home base in Toronto. That's where she did what she did. She scammed, whatever, did what she did. Yada yada yada. I give it to her, bitch. Let me tell you something. I am so sorry. A bitch to scam like this. To scam like this. I'm like, it's just really crazy. But she did what she did, and I said, I guess like now people know. But Yeah, it's just more so stealing money and finessing people is one thing, but telling like it's the allegations and like the different stories. I feel like that was overboard. Like if you're gonna scam and tell people a sob story and get your money, sis, whatever. But it's just like the stories she's just telling and like the way she keeps up with them is not. It's like she actually believes these things. You know what I mean? So I don't know. We had called her out on it last night. She was like, I didn't say any of these things, yada yada yada, etc, blah blah blah. So. That's just what it is. And then I just heard her cousin. I don't think her cousin responded. Hold on.
Literally, the only documentary she's gonna be playing in is like her own right now. She was like, I'm gonna be acting in some show on Netflix. Is literally gonna be her own documentary.
She need one because this story is insane.
Right?
You ain't
like,
wrong.
This shit reminds me of Don't Fuck with Cats. Like, I don't know if y'all seen that.
Bro,
Minus the
yes.
cats.
Yeah, no, she's like
it's terrifying.
Sophia's canceled.
Yeah, after I just feel I don't know, for the people who let her inside your homes. I don't know why y'all would, but I just check your stuff, whatever, because she's been sleeping on people's
Denzel,
couches.
you met her too.
I met her too,
like,
but I
you
never.
know,
I met her
like,
too, but let me tell you something. What I'm different is I never gave her personally money. I never let her stay in my house on my couch. I don't care what top story she has sold me. That has never been the case because it just never adds up. You know what I mean? Her lies never add up. Like and it's just that she goes from people to people and place to place. And at some point, obviously, we were all gonna find out, but I didn't think it was gonna happen like this. But she's like, Nezza, she slept at your home, and she slept at, Destin's home. But she actually slept in Montana's home, and Montana actually has children. And that's the house that she broke it, entered in, and stole from.
Oh
You know
my
what I
god.
mean?
That's just
She has children. She
yeah.
has children in the fucking house. And she sit here, someone kicks you out their house, you break and enter a few days after in the guest room, blacked out on the fucking bed. You have to be, you know what I mean? So like
This is a person that clearly is mentally ill, I don't know what is going on with her, but
she's just a pathological liar.
She's a pathological liar. Yeah. She's mentally ill. She clearly is out partying, doing whatever drug she is doing. Like,
I'm just happy that she finally got exposed. That's all I care about, because I'm like, she
benefit of the
scammed
doubt
too many
here,
people.
but you gotta understand, like,
how much can I sell?
It's not working. We weren't glorifying anybody being scammed. So this
Wait.
character.
Hold on,
guys.
1 second.
Okay,
so wait. Hold on. I have a question. So am I supposed to feel bad for a girl who literally made an allegation saying that I was in the room and allowed men to rape her? So I'm supposed to be okay with that, right?
No, listen.
Exactly. This girl is going around telling people that I was with her when she got raped.
Why are you yelling?
Listen, sweetie.
Why are you yelling? Because you guys never said. That's not what we're talking about. It's the fact that when sexual assault is being brought up and the way that you guys diluted her situation and made it seem like either it didn't happen or it was fabricated. That was what was wrong. Now you guys are speaking on allegedly, right? Allegedly. You guys are not even saying allegedly. You guys must not have good lawyers. First of all, say allegedly when you guys are talking about people are DMing me saying this and the third. What you allowed to happen because you have the most followers out of everybody was nasty.
What?
Rickey.
So I didn't say
Absolutely.
anything. I literally said, I don't know what she went through or whatever, but all I know is from what I'm saying is I was not there when that
kept
happened.
the conversation. You should have kept the conversation to what it was supposed to be. First of
Why
all,
am I going to mess around and be like the whole ringleader of the conversation? I sat there and I let people talk whatever and I share what I went through with her. But y'all going to mess over here saying like, oh, you're over here saying she's lying about this. I'm like, girl, what? What? Are you serious?
No.
This girl has messed around. This girl has messed around and brought me in a situation that is so wrong. And I like feel bad. I'm like, what the fuck? Because I would never be in a situation like that. So of course I'm like, what do you want me to say about that? I'm pissed off. This girl's trying to mess around and tarnish my name.
Keep it private. Keep it
but
private.
nobody's downplaying the whole scamming
say?
situation. Nobody downplayed that. Honestly, nobody's saying that it was right that she did that if it did happen. But at the end of the day, the way you guys were coming up with story after story, just ripping her to shreds, laughing at her, how all these people, you guys are influenced.
Well,
like,
first of all, I didn't mess around and start all this chat or whatever. I got in and I shared my piece. This girl has came into my life. I was nice to her. I was a nice person in LA for her. She did me dirty and that's all I said. I wasn't laughing at her or anything like that. I was just shocked that all these people had different stories of her. That's all I said. And I'm not going to feel bad for anybody who's over there
alleged
saying
stories. Let's say alleged. Can we use the word alleged? Alleged stories.
Because they're not factual.
Well,
they're
mine is true. Well, mine is true. So mine, I'm not saying
yours
alleged.
is true.
Mine
That's
is all
fine.
true.
And after you told your story, you should have left.
No, I can say it if I want to.
Just
What?
being there, just being there.
What?
You're on a
listen,
big platform.
I sat there. I sat there and I was silent. What are you talking about?
Ricky,
but
did she
sometimes
scam
being
you out of
silent
money
is
though?
just as bad.
What?
Did she scam you
Sometimes
out of money?
being silent
Yes,
is
this
just
girl
as
literally
bad.
scammed me out of
Being
money.
silent is competitive.
Yes,
But in the
yes,
other
she
room,
did.
hold on. The other room, you said that she did not scam you out of money, but she
She
emotionally
scammed me.
scammed you.
The only thing the girl scammed me of, she was in Vegas. She had no money, and I bought her a dress because she had no clothes. And I was like, she was like, okay, Ricky, I'll pay you back.
But
That's
a
all she
dress
did.
compared to
She's
sexual
over here scamming
obligations,
people
that's
But
thousands.
what's
She
up
just
with
scammed
the
me
whole
thousands of dollars.
she has no clothes, she stinks? Like some people were saying some
She
wild,
sleeps in the lobby of people's
She's
homes.
homeless.
You letting that white girl
What am I
talk all
supposed
this
to do with
fucking shit.
that? Oh my God! Like whoa!
No,
Oh
but
my
my
God!
thing is, you're a big influencer. Kick them the fuck off. That's what you're supposed to do.
This wasn't even mine. I didn't even start this. Oh my God!
Were
So
you not
who
a speaker
started
on
it
there?
then? Because
I don't
everybody
even know
seems
who
like
started this. I didn't know
You
who started
guys,
the
I'm
thread.
trying
I
to
was
figure out
invited
how
and
to
I said,
add
okay, let's do a
Faiza,
story.
and this is not working.
Okay, wait, make me a co-host. Wait, Ricky did not make the group.
I did not. I did not
Who do
make
I
it.
add?
I did not.
No, it
Okay,
wasn't
I'm gonna ask
him.
you.
It
Hold on.
wasn't
You
him.
did not, but
He was
it
a
was
speaker,
enabling
guys.
in a way though, because you
Ricky,
stayed
can
up
you
there and you listened and you
understand? Can
kikied
you
with them.
Who to add Faiza, please? I can't do it.
Hi, Ricky, you understand that we're coming from a place where we're saying that because you were silent, your silence was complicit in the behavior of other people who follow you. I think that's just what we're trying to convey
Well,
here.
all I'm saying is, I literally, with me, I'm sorry, y'all. Like, I literally just mind my business situation like that. And I know for a fact, like, what they did or whatever, when people were upset, laughing, whatever. But all I'm saying is, I was literally thinking of myself, okay? I have this girl over here saying this shit about me that is honestly so low, and I'm going to keep that. I'm so sorry. I've worked too damn hard.
Is she saying it on Twitter, though? Is she
And this
saying it on
girl's
a
over here
Twitter
putting out
live?
things like that. That's it. Period.
But
I'm not over here to make fun of the girl.
Ricky,
The
let me ask you
only
this. Is he
reason why
saying it on
this
that type
room
of
was
platform?
open was because there was like no lines that were crossed when it came to the disrespect and the smear campaign. It was just one after the other, and it's like, yo, there's a whole bunch of people with
add
Faiza? Can Faiza request so that her name?
I don't have the
Faiza
ability. I
requested.
don't have the ability to do that. But you guys just like
Her name is
allowed
Port
the
of
smear
Somalia.
campaign
Port
to
of
keep
Somalia?
going on, and then
Yeah.
there's people talking about, oh, when I see her, it's on site. Look at
Well,
this
that's
room
her.
get
That's
crazy.
not me. I'm so sorry. That's not me. That girl.
But
That's
I'm
not.
just saying, with the
I'm not. That's
platform that you
the thing.
have, you
All I'm.
had the
I
capability
understand
to
that,
shut
and
a lot of shit down.
But Ricky, you could have shut it down. Let's be but Ricky, what you're saying right now is, oh, I was just there and I was a bystander and I was no, you know damn well. Please, Ricky, don't play stupid. You could have told everyone in the room to shut the fuck up, and they would have shut the fuck up.
Oh my God. Oh.
And if you didn't have
really?
the ability, listen, hold on. If you didn't have the ability to do that,
I didn't.
You could have just left.
Hold on, wait a second. You didn't have the ability to do that, right? But
No,
what
I
you
didn't.
could have
It wasn't
done,
even
okay,
mine.
but what you could have done was said your piece and then removed yourself because you
I
enabled
said
it
my
at that
piece
point
and
by
I muted
staying on
myself. And I
stage.
said that girl is.
That's the
I'm
only
sorry.
issue.
I'm sorry, y'all. That y'all. I'm so sorry. Like I really do. Like I'm not some evil ass person.
We're not the people that you should be apologizing to. Big respect. We're not the person that
I'm
you
not
should be
apologizing,
apologizing to.
Sophia.
No, you don't have to apologize, Sophia, for your personal interactions and what you're mad about. But what happened in that room was fucking nasty.
Well, girl.
Absolutely
Well,
nasty.
girl.
I'm not going to sit in a room,
I think
but
we
let
need
me
to
give you
talk
an
about
example. I'm
there was
not going to be
other
out
The
women
public
thing
that
is,
and
y'all,
someone is being
what
bullied,
you
and I'm
guys
going to
were
stand
not
there and be like,
also,
oh, once
what you
upon a
guys
time,
were
she
also
did
not
something to
taking
me.
in is that the type of influencers
Can y'all
that you
speak
guys
on one
are.
mic?
Guys, stop.
Hold
Faiza's here.
on. You guys know
You
cancel
guys,
culture
Faiza's here.
is
Be
very
quiet. I'm
real.
going to remove
People
you.
could came for you guys. People can literally, you could wake up tomorrow
Okay,
and it's
Muna,
all
let
fuck
Faiza talk.
Ricky, fuck this person. You get what I mean?
Okay, let Faiza talk. Go.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
You went back on mute, Faiza.
Yeah, no, my app keeps glitching.
Hold on, guys.
I don't know what's going on. Okay, so this is my thing about it. I got kicked out of the room. I don't know why, but anyways, this is my thing, right? All of y'all got on Beyonce's fucking internet to basically like dogpile on this girl that you have all in tandem let us know that she's exhibited manic behavior, that she is basically homeless. She has no money. She's spiraling, all these things. Yeah, okay, you guys got scammed. Guess what? There are lawyers, there are police, there are people to handle those things for you. Twitter is not the place, okay? Twitter is the home of Joanne the scammer. We love her out here, right? So you're coming to us and telling us about a girl that a lot of us identify with because as Somali women, we give a fuck. But you sat here, a lot of these people on this big internet decided to get up on here and talk about this girl at length since this. And to get in a room of 16,000 plus people and dogpile on her for what? Views? Because you guys got scammed? I don't get it. You guys made fun of her mental health. People said that she was bipolar, that she was manic, she was this, she was that, making ableist comments. Like, we're in 2021. If you were on Twitter, you are well aware of what PC culture fucking is, okay? So I don't have any remorse. And I don't feel bad for anybody. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't feel bad for any of you.
You guys, I really just want to say something really quick. I was not expecting to be brought up on this stage. But I do want to say I really appreciate you guys for sticking up for Sophia, because like you guys were saying, scamming is not cool. However, I'm from Atlanta, so I've done a scam or two. You know what I'm saying? If you get scammed, you get finessed. You got to chalk it up to the game. But at the end of the day, this is a human being. This is a young girl. This is a young woman who, like
Absolutely.
we said, we
Black
don't know,
woman.
a young Black woman. We don't know what she's going through. And at the end of the day, this is like almost 20,000 people who don't fucking know her, talking about her personal business, claiming that she's lying about being raped. Like, that's crazy
But
just
hey, to be honest, you
completely.
wasn't even saying this in
No,
Vegas.
Zal, why are you? Please don't, y'all. We're not
No,
I
yelling
wasn't
here.
saying what.
We didn't come here.
Because honestly,
Okay, Zal,
I wasn't
calm
saying
down.
what.
This is not a room of
I don't pay my
negativity. We
phone
are
bill to be
speaking
yelled at,
calmly.
so please.
Yeah, we're not doing that. Denzel already said, now this chat, you dumb bitches don't know her in real life. You know what? We
Yeah,
don't even
this
want to
dumb bitch don't
entertain
want to hear
you,
you
Zal.
yell. I'm
Okay,
not gonna lie to you.
but like I was
Yeah,
saying,
Go
before
ahead.
like I was saying, you know, I did see Denzel and Ricky in Vegas, and we did speak about, like what I said on the other room, how she tried to scam my friend. I didn't say anything else about her. You know what I'm saying? I said what I said, and that's all I had to say, and I dipped the fuck out. But anyways, back to what I was saying. Everybody needs to really pray for this girl. Like, she needs help. That's obvious. And it's really not cool for people to be coming at her like this. And I just really appreciate you guys. That's all I really wanted to say. Like, y'all are some real solid ass bitches. Like, period.
Thank
No,
you.
I
We
appreciate
appreciate
you
you,
for going onto that
we
chat and saying
yeah,
that.
we all
Thanks,
noticed
girl.
what
No,
you
no,
said in the chat, and we definitely appreciated it, because out of everybody who was up there, you were the only person
You're the one that actually
spoke
cares.
kindness and actually reminded everybody that we're talking about a living, breathing human being, just like the rest of us, who has fucking feelings, who has a family, who could be going through fucking something. But we decided to make her a hashtag, which, by the way, the only fucking hashtag, like I said earlier, that says surviving anything on my app is surviving R. Kelly. That's disgusting. Like, you guys should
But go
all be
ahead, Ricky.
ashamed
What
of
else did you want to say?
yourselves.
I think Idmin needs to come up here
I
too
will
because she
say,
had a lot to say.
No one cares about Edmund.
I will say that I am praying for her. I really am. I was just very upset with the situation because y'all know I work so hard for my name. I really do. And I see people get destroyed each and every day. So when I hear something like that as an allegation about something that was a complete lie, and for something like that, I got so upset. Like, really. Like, anybody who said, like, I just can't imagine, like, somebody just telling somebody that, oh my God, Ricky was in the room when I was getting sexually assaulted. That right there hurt me to the core. I'm like, because this girl right here,
Did she say it to you though, or are these allegations?
she said I called her yesterday. I said, Sophia, why did you say that? I don't know. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, what is this? And I begged her, I said, I've been so nice to you. I helped you when you were in LA. When you had nobody around you, I was there for you. So I was so hurt because my dumb ass, I'm over here, I'm a nice ass bitch. I trust everybody. I let this girl in my home, and she told a lie like that. After I told her, I was like, Sophia, after I've heard lies about her before, I just said, personally, I just want to stay away from that. I just want to live my life positive, whatever. I stepped back. But then when I heard this lie, I called her and I went off. I said, girl, why are you saying this about me? Why are you telling this lie? I don't know. I don't know. And that was it. So I'm sorry, y'all. I really am. I'm just really upset about this type of situation, because that is something you don't ever, ever want to be a part of, because that's something I'll never, ever be a part of. I'm sorry. So that's just what I'm
Ricky,
saying.
two things can be true. You can be upset, and nobody is trying to invalidate the fact that you are upset that your name is being brought into allegations of that magnitude. I, for one, will never take that away from you. You have a legitimate cause to be upset, but you also have to remember this is a Black woman, and you had a white man up there saying something along the lines of, "Oh yeah, I heard what happened to you. Here's my Amex. Go take a shower," after she told him she was sexually assaulted. Like that to me, you had
Yeah.
somebody else talking about how, oh my God, the bag that was dropped off, it was dropped off in the ghetto. Like the thing is, like, I'm looking at people like you and I'm seeing you and other people up there, and I'm like, there are Black people on this stage right now, and they're not saying anything to that nature because they're more incensed about, like, what happened to them, which is fair, right? But it would have been fine had y'all just sticked to the scamming, the trying to assess her mental health, downplaying or, making it seem less than about, what happened with her and her alleged sexual assault and things of that nature. It was unneeded. It was mean spirited, and none of us liked it. And I don't know why anybody's subtweeting us and calling us bitches and hoes, because as Somali women, we
It's
have a
his friend
duty
Zell.
to protect
No,
other
and
Somali women. That's my job as a Somali woman. I take that on my back, and other people can choose to do so. But when I see a Somali woman being eviscerated on Beyonce's internet, when we should all be practicing kindness after being locked in our homes for damn near 2 years, it's actually just crazy to me. I don't get it, and I'll never get it. But I can understand how
also
you feel.
I want to
Yeah.
talk about how people
I
are
was just
sitting here
really
talking about
upset because
we're gonna deport
I
her.
was just really upset because that right there, like, I'm sorry, like an allegation, especially like an allegation about a Black man being in a room while, he's in the room with another white man. And, it just sounded so wrong and it made me so upset. But I do realize what you guys are saying. And I'm not going to lie to you. I do feel bad because, whoa, I didn't expect any of this to ever blow up like this. But, hey, I was just upset in that situation. And, hey, I could have said more, but I was just so upset, y'all. I just really was. Because y'all know me, I'm never in anybody's business. I'm always minding my business. I'm not saying anything. I just want to be safe, keep myself protected or whatever. So I was just upset about the situation. That was it, basically.
But I think you have to understand your name brings power. Like you're
I,
not
I no
I
no
didn't
no no
know
no no.
anybody
I
else on
do
that stage but
I do
you.
understand
I
that. I
did
do.
not know a damn person on that stage besides your sidekick. And he's he's saying
Girl,
what
hold
he's
up
saying
now.
on
Don't
that
call him my
stage.
sidekick. You don't have to. No, I don't want to
No, look what
disrespect
he's
him.
tweeting. But look at what he's
Okay,
tweeting.
but I don't
And
want.
don't
Well,
get
I don't want to. Okay, just ignore that. I don't want to disrespect my best
okay,
friend or
but
whatever.
you
It is
can't
what
just
it
tell
is.
me it's someone to ignore someone that's calling us bitch and hoe, right?
Okay, but I don't want to mess on and get that. I get what you're
That's
saying
fine.
or whatever.
Okay,
And I'm
your
so
friend, right?
sorry. There were other people who were bigger than me on that platform as well, and I understand that you're the only person who knew me. But yeah, I just decided to
You
say
know what
in
I
that
mean? But
situation.
I feel like, although it's not your responsibility, it still is your responsibility. Because, like, I don't know who said it. Silence sometimes it's not good. It's
It's
compliance.
complicity. It is.
It's like
Silence is complicity. And
yeah.
the thing is
I
that
think at that time you could have
nobody
held the room, tell people to shut the fuck up, and they would listen to you.
Nobody at any point, I'm sorry, I checked in at like maybe 9 and it was going on for over 2 hours, and nobody cared about the fact that we were all dogpiling on one individual. She didn't kill anybody. You know what I mean? Like, she's not out here committing mass murders. She's not hate criming people. Like, to that severity, it just was completely unjustified in my opinion. I don't think that we should, like, going forward, I think this is a learning lesson for everybody here. This is not the place or the situation to air your grievances about people that may or may not be suffering from some sort of mental health issue or anything else. There are police, there are lawyers, there are doctors, there are other people that are qualified to handle these things. Do not come on the internet and start airing your grievances about people at this length, because guess what? This is exactly what's going to happen. This is like, none of us, this is 2021. We've seen people be dragged for less, and we're out here dogpiling on this girl. Like, but wait, last year we were all talking about mental health, right? But we were all mental health advocates, right? Like, see something, say something, right? It's all dog shit to me.
No, and I just want to point out the fact that that room stood there and talked about deportation, denied sexual assault, denied mental health, and then poked fun at mental health, and then also had very anti-Black sentiments. So all that in together, encompassed was very disgusting and vile, and to see other Black people enabling that behavior honestly was very concerning and disheartening. So that's why I feel like this room was definitely
And what's
needed.
more disheartening is a Somali girl up there doing it too. I'm not gonna lie. As Somali women,
Somali
we were
women
all
started the room.
incensed by the fact that gabar Somaliyed ba meshan lagu haysta, but we all want to sit here and act like, oh, it's okay. Like we're not gonna say anything. Dig malahidin. Like I don't. That's to the Somalis in the room. I don't care if anybody else doesn't speak Somali. You guys, gabar Somaliyed bala aine haben iyamalin wala iska fadhiya, right? Wala iska qosqoslaya, right? No, bro. Like, I get it. At one point, it was a joke with the scamming stories, but then it got too deep and too wild, and we just all sat there and we're like, we don't assemble quick enough? Come on now.
No, honestly, it went too far. At the end of the day, I get it. She did something that was not nice. You know, we were laughing about it earlier, but no, you felt like your pockets were hurt. You felt like that's perfectly fine. Where they took it to hell, bro, and then brought it back. And it is what it is. All I'm saying, people, is protect other people, protect the weak, protect the people with illnesses, mental illness especially. We all do wrong in life. Nobody is perfect. But sometimes you have to give people grace. That's it. You got to, like Will Smith said on Tearing Up on whatever he was on, you got to forgive and you got to give grace.
Now is not the time to be bringing up Will Smith.
I know. I want to hang out with Jada, but that's a different story. But I'm just
I'd rather hang with Jada.
Grace. We just got to give people grace, bro. People make mistakes all the time.
Y'all don't make sense. All y'all bitches, like I said, yes, y'all some dumb bitches. All of y'all, you guys are dumb bitches. Okay, we're gonna stick by side her and gotta white this, white that, reparations. Girl, shut the fuck up. Shut up. The fuck is wrong with y'all bitches? Y'all bitches are all dumb weirdos. Weirdos just want to get in on a conversation. Y'all have no business getting in the conversation. She do not know you. She not speak to you and ever do anything. She scammed multiple people. She scammed stylists and she uses our name. She's damn near trying to damage our reputation and what we've built being in this space for so long. You should have stopped it. You should have stopped it. Bitch, then why didn't you stop it? Like, this is just insane. No one has excused anything. She said that something happened to her sexually, which is why someone sent her his card. Don't know why. I don't know. If something happened to somebody, girl, I would definitely pay for myself and I give her my car information. But you know what? That's just me. So I don't know. You know, he can do that. So he did that, and he helped though. No one was sitting here and laughing at the situation, and like people making jokes here and there, but no one joked about her thing. Y'all just coming for 2 seconds and make a whole fucking thing. Like that's why y'all bitches are dumb. Y'all bitches are weird. Talk about Beyonce's internet and girl, shut up with that fake positivity. This mental health shit. The fuck is wrong with y'all bitches? Yeah, bitches. Talk about I'm definitely too. Like what? What? Y'all bitches are dumb with this. I'm definitely gonna help a Somali sister in need. Okay, so then you bitch, you fly her out to Toronto and then you house her. How about that? Since y'all wanna sit here and put support groups and fund groups, then y'all sit here and gather some money so she could go back home to her family and safely. Buy her a ticket, okay, hotel she needs to, find who she is. If y'all need her number, I would gladly DM y'all her number. Her number is definitely open. And if y'all let's help a Somali sister out. Then y'all help a Somali sister out and get her back to her home in Toronto in peace. That's all she needs to do. I'm fine. I knew she scams people and stuff like that. She didn't scam me, bitch. She scam people stuff, lying stuff. I've been caught onto her bullshit. I've been said about her bullshit. I've been said about it. I've been said it. So it's fine. That's it. End of story. I spoke on it. I told her I didn't want her around me. She got that. And whenever she's around me, she doesn't speak. She knows I don't fuck with that bullshit. And that's end of story. Yes, Sophia, she does need help and someone needs to be there to help her. That's it. So since y'all want to be here and fight for y'all sister, y'all can go fight for y'all sister. I'll send whoever, the girls, I definitely remember y'all faces. Y'all can definitely gladly DM me and I will send you her number. End of story. Y'all said, like, what? No one is crying about the money. It's just the lies and the breaking and the entering and then the stealing. Like that's what's it. And then the allegations. You don't lie about shit like that. That's shit that you don't fucking lie about because that actually happens to real people. And for her to sit there and confess and say that she lied to everything is a problem. But y'all didn't hear that because y'all so focused on helping y'all Somali sister. That bitch, y'all didn't see that. Okay? So I'm done. I said what the fuck I said, and that's why y'all kicked me out because y'all don't want the truth. Y'all know my mouth is nasty.
Y'all pick and choose who can get sympathy for mental issues. And with that being said, with that space, it just showed y'all said, okay, you know what? Fuck Ricky. How the fuck you feel? We were Sophia.
Exactly.
No, because
that's
because look how
mental health does not exclude everything that you do. Because I have mental issues as well, but I'm not going to go out here and scam people and lie about someone who thinks that's rape if I got raped. That's not.
Look how they treated Denzel versus Ricky. When Denzel walked on there and started really getting to them,
Denzel
they dropped him immediately.
No, and not only that, like I said, before they joined, they were literally yelling, talking about if I catch Denzel and this and that and blah blah blah. And as soon as they joined, it was, oh no, we want to be peaceful. Stop talking
Yeah,
over
as
each
soon as
other.
Denzel
Like,
joined up there, they be like,
please stop.
"Oh, we
Talking
don't, we're
about
They
not
not
gonna
spreading
do
real.
the
They
yelling."
not
positivity.
They
real.
scared.
They literally were attacking them. I don't.
No, as soon as Denzel joined, he was, "Oh, we don't want to do the yelling today, yada yada yada," and
They
dropped
like,
him
why are you
immediately as soon as
yelling?
he started
Why are you
reading
yelling?
them.
But y'all bitches was just yelling at Ricky. The fuck?
Literally,
No
y'all was
shade. No
Yeah.
threatening.
shade.
Y'all
No
was
shade.
threatening to
And
beat
And
up Denzel, and then when he came there confronting y'all, y'all wanted to be all scared and stuff like that. Oh my God, we're being positive. Don't do us, girl. What?
like I was saying, it's no shade on social media. No shade. Y'all only really enforce mental health when it's only convenient to y'all own
Yep.
liking. No
Exactly.
shade. Y'all don't really.
Literally.
Y'all don't count it as a whole. And with that being said, with all that mental, like, it's like this. This how I feel too. It's like there's been people in the past that'll be like, oh well, when people like these crazy ass white kids shoot up too, like, oh, they mental ill. No, fuck that bitch. You could have mental illness and still be a fucked up person. Okay,
Exactly.
all right, you can still, because it's no shade. This is my thing too. I went through a lot myself, and with that being said, it's never made me want to go rob somebody, never want to go make such assault somebody. I don't get that. Like, stop trying to group us up, make it seem like we could do bad shit. Because bitch, we go through our go shit. But like, with that being said, I have never been like, you know what? I'm going through bad shit. I want to go rob
Right.
somebody.
I'm gonna go scam
No,
people.
you cannot. No.
Like, I don't
Like,
know
and that's what it
where,
gave in the
like,
space.
people for, like, I don't know where, like, that's just not what you do. And I don't know where
Mm-mm.
we got into this whole thing of, oh well, they have mental issues, they're excused, or they're black, they're excused. What
Right.
type of fucking sense
And
does that
also,
fucking
I
make?
just want to say, because they were making the sexual assault about race, if you've been sexually assaulted, again, I'm going to say it again, like, I do not care, because it needs to be said. It doesn't matter what race, what gender you are, whatever you identify yourself as. If something happened to you, you're a victim, you're a victim. And don't let anyone hide your story, because what they were trying to do to Alec was really messed up. Like, he is a victim, and he's allowed to tell his story, and nobody should be afraid, no matter what gender you are, to tell people that. And it's not woman versus man. No, it doesn't matter. Like, you are what you are, and what happened is what happened, and that is your truth. Period.
Yeah.
Period.
Some girl named Kimmy Cassie, she said, "Mind adding me to the speaker? I would like to add some clarity from the other group. Thank you.
Okay, cool.
Kick J Rod.
If you can, just put them on a Jumbotron.
And furthermore,
yeah, my requests are broken. I can't see anybody.
Yeah, I could do it.
they kept
Just pin them to the Jumbotron for me.
Okay, let me copy.
adding on to the sexual assault. They kept saying
Yeah.
how people were invalidating her sexual assault. No one is invalidating her sexual assault.
No,
It would be a
nobody
different
was.
story if Ricky didn't say on that space. I called her and I asked her, why did you say that? And she said, I don't know.
Exactly. Like, literally didn't even have a response to her lying about somebody being there and letting her get a
And like, I
sexually
don't think she
assault.
realizes
They
that
didn't
is
even
a
really
serious
touch up on that topic
accusation.
either.
Because there are women out
Yeah, they
here
didn't touch
who
up
have
on
been
that
sexually
topic.
assaulted and do not get justice, especially black
Yeah.
women.
So I
So
just
for
want to
you to
let it
lie
be
about
known
that,
for anyone who is over here thinking that people were just like bashing her for the scamming. No, she literally sexually assaulted someone, and that is not okay. And nobody should
And
be
then lie on
apologizing to her.
somebody else about them watching her get sexually assaulted.
Yeah, like, it wasn't just that she scammed people. She literally sexually assaulted somebody, took pictures of them unconscious, drugged them, and sent pictures to somebody else. That is not okay. It
She
is not
committed
okay. I
literal
do not
crimes. I
care.
don't know why
Not
they're
kick
trying to
J
defend
She
her.
Rod.
literally broke an entrance.
and J
Yeah, like,
Rod,
that's just not okay.
you were in that space
Oh,
and you were low key
I feel
defending
like we
her.
need to get
So
rid of
that's
him because there's no
fine.
shade. He was two-faced. I don't care what he's saying. Have a nice day, sir.
You were
No, I
low
was
key
just
defending her.
Period.
Oh my
Girl,
God, not
because
JC
Alec, I
Queen in
don't care.
here.
I don't care what anyone says.
Speaking
Alec,
of,
Alec, I'm riding
right.
behind you, Alec. I don't care. Like, I was like,
100%.
somebody's gonna have to hear his voice, because they were over here trying to act like that story never happened. I was like,
Right. We
no,
need a
I am
remake.
riding
Okay,
behind
so now
Alec.
wait, because now we got like actual like influencing people. I need Alex to tell his story again because we got more people in here that can actually listen to his story.
If he feels
If
okay
he's
with it.
comfortable with it.
if you're
If he's
comfortable
okay
with
with
it.
it.
If you're
Only if you're
comfortable.
comfortable, right? Don't stop pressure. Okay, if you want to speak
Yeah,
about
if
it, he
he wants to
can.
speak about
But
it, then let him speak about it. If he doesn't, then he doesn't.
Okay, yeah, true.
I'm gonna
Because
put
but
some
yeah,
of
we
the
got. But
tweets I
just know,
made
Alex, you
because
got to
about
support
also,
that.
Alex.
I
Who's
got
not?
very
Like
triggered.
for real,
Yeah.
we got your back.
Yeah, because I got very
I
triggered.
was
Sorry.
sorry.
No, you can go ahead.
I was in the other space called Surviving Stupidity, and there was so much hypocrisy going on in there that, like, I kind of
Oh, we
wanted to
know.
give my take Like anytime anyone would be on the opposing side and try and put to in front of their eyes the fact that she committed so many heinous acts, they were like, allegedly, you are not the court of justice, you aren't judge, jury, and executioner. Like, what the how the fuck do you think things get attention by other people talking about it? If it was a white influencer, a Hispanic influencer, it wouldn't fucking matter about race, because there was a literal crime committed. So, and if there's proof, how are you going to say allegedly on every single thing? Even if there's proof.
They take one economic
The
class
way,
they know
exactly, I
everything.
was thinking about that. The way how they had so much proof of this girl literally in their house eating their food, and they're like, "Oh no, you're lying." It's allegedly, they're lying.
Right, and
allegedly.
One of the bitches that she scammed recorded her eating seaweed.
Literally.
Okay,
y'all
Bitches
bitches
over there stopping and smiling.
Bitches on the Jumbotron. I'm pinning it again. She's
Uh-huh.
literally eating
And
seaweed with a gray Gatorade.
I'm wondering if people are going to start making videos about this because it was so big on Twitter. Yeah. And I'm wondering if like Denzel's going to sit down for a video, if Ricky's going to sit down for a video, and everyone is going to talk about this. Jeff Wittek needs to talk about this.
I was listening to the space, and Rickey just sounded like he was over it, like just done. I'm pretty sure he'll make some kind of video or some kind of tweet thread addressing this, because this.
It also says Sophia allegedly stole cash lying around in people's homes after they had let her in and gave her shelter from the dangerous situation she told them stories about.
What?
Damn.
Okay.
Oh, wait. She allegedly conned a family and charitable organization out of $6,000, claiming that she needed treatment for her mom's lupus. They are currently seeking legal action against her.
They're seeking legal action against Sophia?
Yes.
Good. Like, okay. We've heard crazy stalker stories. We've heard all kinds of people stealing things from other influencers, but never have we ever had someone infiltrate the influencer realm and the space that way and take money from these people. Like, a lot of them. Hey, Jeff needs this. Can you pay for this? He'll pay you back. And there was like no kind of talks between Sophia and Jeff.
That's what's like so crazy to me, is that no one like asked. Like, this is a lot of money that someone is asking for, and things that are like, can you please buy this for this person? You're not going to ask and be like, hey, is this really like your assistant? I don't know. I can't wait to see what else is going to come out about this, because I think it's going to be a lot, and I can't wait for everyone to drag her.
Like, okay, honestly, do you think that this would happen to someone like Jaclyn Hill? Do you think that this would happen to someone like Jackie Aina? No, because they would be asking questions.
Yeah.
They would be like, who is this person?
Because they are smart.
You have to know the affiliations of people that are around you. Like, you can't just bump into somebody in the street and they be like, oh, well, I know this person since they know that person. This is giving me, like, Joe Goldberg vibes. Like, yeah, it's very you.
Very. It's very me, that Laura Ingraham clip.
Oh, my God.
What? It's measles.
I never had measles. Oh, my God, what an idiot.
That was funny. So, guys, let us know all of your thoughts and opinions on all of this stuff with Sophia. Also, Britney Spears taking down her Jeffree Star
I'm not mad at her for that.
I'm not mad at it either.
I don't think the internet should be mad at her either. She literally had no way to know.
I'm not mad at her either. So, love you guys. Bye.